Hey everybody and welcome back to another video. This is How to Invest, Spencer here, and this one is going to be on Grow Generation. We got another update on this stock. So it was up over 5% today. A lot of people have been asking if there's any really new news, and anytime a stock moves over 5%, that's pretty big news. If we look at the indices, it vastly outgained all of the indices. So the S&P only gained 0.18, Dow Jones up 0.26, NASDAQ up 0.63, and the Russell was up over 2.5%. But Grow Generation actually doubled the Russell, and I'm not sure if it's actually in the Russell 2000, but from a market capitalization standpoint, that is the indice that it would be if it is in one of these. I don't typically pay attention to the indices too much, just because I'm not an index investor, and I like to pick out individual stocks. Because if you may know, there's actually a lot of cigarette companies and a lot of interesting and older companies in a lot of the indices that you wouldn't really think, and I just have no personal want to invest in those and have the belief that you can achieve higher gains just by picking individual stocks. And I think it's pretty prime example here for Grow Generation. So I wanted to make this video because we did have a couple news articles that came out, and like I said earlier, a lot of people have been asking about this stock to see if anything new has surfaced. So first off, I will say that they are going to report their quarterly results for the third quarter on November 11th. So that's coming up in just about 10 days. So that will be very interesting. I'm not really too worried about one quarter for this company due to the fact that I know this company has been going to be growing at a very rapid pace, if not exponentially, over the next 10 years as this industry grows. And they're really trying to become the one-stop shop for people to grow their cannabis or even hemp. So the other thing that I want to touch on in this video is that they are investing into a new company with the option to purchase. So Grow Generation invests in Total Grow Control, expanding controlled environment agricultural offering. So Total Grow Control is an autonomous horticulture product. I think mostly used for, I would assume, cannabis is what they're showing in their pictures. But if you guys are unaware, cannabis factories and facilities are very, very high tech, and I would assume some of the most high tech plants that are grown in the world. So there's a lot of technology that goes into it. Each plant needs to have controlled amounts of water and nutrients and food, and this machine is a one-stop shop for really growing and cannabis, but it looks like you can grow any plant. They are showing some vegetables see here, but really with the main focus on cannabis. And this is kind of a new branch for the company to go off into. Currently, they have a lot of just products for larger companies to grow, but they don't really have systems that the company would use where they're able to go out and service a company, install, and really get the recurring revenue from going out and fixing the products, reinstalling, updating, upgrading over time. And if you look up this stock, I know I have the website here, or the company, sorry, my bad. It's a very small company. They're based out of Texas. We can see the lab here, or I guess the facility here. But this doesn't really have a big footprint as of yet. But I would assume it's safe to say that Grow Generation has very big plans for this company to branch it out to all of their facilities and all of the regions that they're currently in. They're currently in the Southwest, in California, which is, I guess, just the West, and the Northwest. And I think they have some Midwest stores where it is medical, but not recreational, which is obviously a more lucrative market. But like I said earlier, this company is really just trying to become almost a monopoly on people who want to grow cannabis, whether that be professionals who are companies and they're going to be selling it to other people, or individuals who are going to grow it themselves and really are avid about that. So if we look at some of the technicals on the chart, I had just some of these lines drawn earlier, trying to get in on an entry point. I had said that if it fell below this second line, which is right around $28, then it would be a good buying opportunity. And it continued to fall and sink further and further below that line. We did have a good amount of market, I guess, redness or selling pressure in the market during that period. But it looks like we are starting to try and rebound. We did have some consolidation in and around this range. At this point last year, we had a top at 22.80, and that's right around where we are now. We're at 22.16, and then it took a couple months for it to reach that after forming a cup here, and then a very big handle. So we could see a repeating of this pattern. Today, it looks like we're starting to approach the 25-day moving average. We broke through the 5 and the 10 today after a very big move upward on this green candle. And if we do start to break through the 25, I would assume that we would be moving closer and closer towards the 50-day moving average, and then we would be moving closer to the lines that I drew, where it would be a good buying opportunity. And if you've been buying the dip all the way down here, that would be almost I would say almost a 50% gain, but it's really closer to 35-40 from about 21 to 28. But I don't think I would be looking to sell it there. Well, frankly, I know I wouldn't be looking to sell it there because I truly believe in this company as a long-term investment. I've said this in the past, that this is a great industry to be in, just based off the fact that if you look at the states that are currently legal and legal for people to grow or professionals to grow, it is very little. And there will and continue to be more and more states that will legalize based off of financial hardships and states not having enough money. That may not be a problem currently, but as inflation does ramp up, that could be in the future, and we may see rapid expansion of the industry as perhaps maybe inflation ramps up, or we just see states looking to add more money. Another beneficiary of this would be gambling. I have made a couple videos on some stocks that I like in that sector too. But if you guys made it this far, thank you very much for watching. And if you were interested in the gambling videos, I was talking about Penn National. Go and check those out if you were interested. So have a great day.